Welcome to Eastie and the Wolf playthrough, part 2 of Polybridge. We've got some interesting challenges ahead of us in this construction game. Let's get stuck in. Over-engineered is a waste of money. Double-decker bridge. Okay, shouldn't be too bad. Oh yeah. Okay, build this up. We can connect them. Share the load. Go a bit higher. My idea here was if I could just join the bridges together, it would just share the load between the two, and that would be enough. Let's see what that does. Wow. Both at the same time. Obviously that didn't go too well. We have to reframe that part and go back to the drawing board. Need some diagonal beams in, really. That's good. Look at this here. Oh. 73, we'll take it. This one consists of a simple 12-metre high drawbridge that the car and the station wagon has to get over. Let's just try that. Yeah, you can see now it just pivoted both sides. So the bridge was split in the middle. So my plan here was to build an arc over the top to join the two structures together so they would lean against each other. So it's all rotated in these guys, and this is the only thing stopping it. Oh, I didn't think about that. We need 2 points to stop it. Here I was just thinking I was the whole structure with the road included, so I had to take into account when that bridge is open, that the left and right will just pivot and the top beam will just allow them to pivot. Same there, exactly. Beauty file, I think. So whichever is heaviest will drop first, like that. So I have to join the two top bits, the left and right side, so that I'll lock it in place. It's interesting to see you still get the same forces, but you've just got a beam across the top now preventing them. So you can see the left and right, the lower beam to that is red here, because it's just trying to prevent that twist of the left and right section. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, that's not good. Sorry guys, your holiday's cancelled. And then we just had the upper structure was a bit too close to the ferry, so I've just basically moved the beam a little bit higher, the upper beam. It looks a lot prettier now with a pointy top on it. So pretty. Custom made for this boat. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. We should look at the graphics. Well, desert windmill 60. Oh, that was over-designed. Over-designed. Needs to be above 70, 75 possible. I didn't look what this was. Oh. Okay. 84 grand. If you could build this for 84,000. Okay, these bridges are getting a bigger project, so I could put them in fast forward now and talk over them. So they've just built the basic road across, and I'm building all the beam structure. So that's just what supports the road. It makes it one structure, so it tries to rotate around it. But obviously, if it gets too long, then it'll bend down in the middle. So you need some kind of support support that beam. So using the steel supports now from the rock and the water. You won't actually get so many different materials sometimes. They limit you, and obviously they limit you on your budget, but you can go over, so you do get a bonus for going under the budget, which I rarely do. So there we've got two steel supports with wooden structure up to the road. And it looks like I've not got anything to stop them rotating, but because I'm going out to the left and right of them, it actually supports them to the road. And you can see where the rectangle is, that's where the boat path's going to be, so you can't really penetrate that rectangle, otherwise the boat will crash into your structure. Just finishing off the rest of the other side of the beam structure for the road.
And here, let's see. Yeah. Close. Etc.
It's quite good to see on the long beam there. You can see the red. It's the amount of load in the beam. It follows the cars.
Beautiful.
It's kind of interesting to showing you how the calculations are being done.
95.6%. That's a win. It's a win for efficiency, a win for profits. Double jump. 7 grand, 2 city cars. They both coming head on. That's not easy.
This is basically 2 cars coming from each direction. You have to do a jump and make them miss each other, but still land on the other side. So once you've built the structure that can support the ramps for the cars to ramp over without collapsing, because they both have to land, you then have to do a lot of trial and error to see the trajectory of the cars, where they're going to go, and then just keep playing around with your ramps until you get it right. But it's quite difficult. You see here, I'm just testing the left, just trying to figure out what kind of ramp, what the ramp needs to be like, and then I can build the one on the right. Sometimes in this game though, you're fixing points, even though you build stuff left and right, they're not the same, they kind of move them, so your structure cannot be completely symmetry.
I think got this.
A lot of trial and error here. It's very difficult because if you do them the same jump for the same distance, then they'll just hit each other in the middle of the air. So you gotta try and avoid that too. There were a lot of failures with the bridge as well. Because I've got, you would end up with 5 road pieces, so I'm using 3 on the left, 2 on the right. So obviously that's where you can see a bit more structure on the left. And they intersected each other in midair again. Oh, very high. Decided to go with the 3 on the right now and the 2 on the left. So the one on the right's a little bit longer. Just need to support it.
Oh!
I'm also running out of money as well, so you can't just build a massive structure, even though you can go over budget a little bit. It only lets you go, say, 10%, and then it just is out of money, so you can't just build this massive structure. Really messy around there and getting creative.
Oh, it's just gonna flop, I think. Oh, that's good. Oh, come on! Champion! A lot of fun. A lot of fun.
96% stress as well. We made a lot of money on that. $16-meter double drawbridge, 2 surfer vans, 2 tugboats. We have steel, hydraulics, cables, we got everything. So the plan here was to build 2 big bridges that just open out. Difficult with this one because these camper buses, they weigh a lot, so I always underestimate what the strength of the bridge needs to be. You can see I get the out of money. Snaps right near the supports. Yeah, I get the out of money quite a lot here. They don't give you a lot of money to do this one, which makes it difficult because you can't use a lot of materials. I'm sticking with this idea of 2 bridges that open from the outside. Again, you can see the rectangles, that's where the boats are going to be. And in the middle I've got the line across the circle, that's the split, so that's once the first car's made it over, then the bridge will try and open. The blue lines are actuators, so they'll pull towards each other. You can invert that to push away as well. We're struggling getting the strength in the bridges to get the first car across. And again. It's all about iteration. Don't make any difference. Can't afford it, but we'll do it. Why is this one strong enough? Why is this one strong enough? It's not. Okay. That's the initial thing. Why is it wait? You have to watch there also, it's not just the beams you use, it's how long they are. So just by making them shorter, it gives you money back. So you can see my totals go down at the top, and that means I can create beams elsewhere if I was out of money previously. Okay, there's a time when you have to scrap your bath water. Okay. Now we have new information. Let's try and use it. This mission I've been stuck on for like 4 hours, it seems, and I finally figured out that you could use this rock as a support. Where it doesn't have a red anchor point, but you can actually create a structure to support it. I'd like to see this mission done without using this, because I think I had like 20 different iterations of design and I couldn't get any of them done within the money allowed. So I tried this. Okay, nobody. No. Dog shoots me. All I'm doing here is I'm building this structure on top of the rock and just trying to get it so it's stable. It's a small little bit road. I'm just running it through the simulation as a test, just to get the feedback. So here I'm trying to build a bridge on the right. So we've got the support on the rock now. We've got the 2 anchor points on the left and right, and I'm also trying to build a large bridge on the right. So you'll see me just keep testing that to see if I can see if it supports itself before I do the left side. Okay, I got 2 steel vertical structures, so I'm using that, and I've got a vertical steel structure from the rock support as well. So I'm trying to build a beam with the wood across the 3 steel structure. And here I skipped ahead probably like an hour at least, because I went through a lot of iterations of trying to get these bridges wrong, and it's difficult. So I changed that concept from, I was trying to make it so it just lifted up the bridge, and I changed it to actual, like a drawbridge, so it just pivots on the left. But the structure above really can't support it at the moment. When the actuator's pulling it, it's pulling the structure down above, so I'm trying to thicken that up. Again, I'm optimizing the bridge on the right, just trying to save some money. Trying to reduce material usage wherever I can, because it puts your funds back down and you can afford to use it elsewhere. So that looked bad, but it's actually a step forward because the camper actually made it across for once. So I looked at where it failed, and then now try and work on that drawbridge so we can open without collapsing. There's two things going on here. One of them is when you actually open the drawbridge, you lose all the load.
Can I do it, Captain?
You lose, that's the old me having some fun. You lose all the load carry through the actual road itself. So that does no longer support load, and then also as the actuator pulls and lifts the bridge, it pulls a lot of load through the actuator on the structure above. So now I'm actually playing with that actuator. I don't even know about leverage, but also if you change the whereabouts you pull the bridge from, it changes how much load it requires. It also changes how much it moves it by. So positioning the actuator correctly is really important. Can make a big difference. Again here I'm just trying several different iterations for where the actuator can be, and reorganizing all the structure around that, trying to make the bridge secure enough to lift the bridge up. Trying out modifying the steel beams now to try and carry a lot of that load. Modifying the upper structure. Again, all this has got to be really optimized, because I soon run out of money and then you can't do anything. So then you have to go back again, and you can have things that work you really don't want to change, but you don't have the money to not optimize them. There I'm using a cable instead of the wood. The cables are quite good, but they only really work in tension, so if you're pushing things together, the cable's going to be useless. It's going to be less than additive to the structure, but if you're pulling away, if the 2 points pull away from each other, that's when the cable comes in use. Also, a good thing about cables, looks like I just scrapped that idea and I've gone back to wood. Good thing about cables also is the length, where the wood has a maximum length, the steel has a maximum length, but it's a lot longer. With the cables you can actually, if you do need something in tension, you can drag it a long way.
There we go, there we go. Okay.
So it looks like that's the first time I got the actual bridge to open without the whole structure collapsing. And now I'm just playing with that actuator point once again.
Close. Be close. We're extremely close. We're shaky, but you know, to the wind. Ow!
We get to a point here, about right now, where I skipped ahead about another hour, and I've got it so both the first camper can make it over okay, the second and third bridge are fine, but when the second camper drives over, you see what happens. It's like when the bridge is loading up through the other events, through its own static load, and the vehicle going over and the bridge is working, it carries a lot of damage over. So when you get a camper exactly the same going over it,
You should be fine. You'll be okay, guys.
hold me being very optimistic. So again, I figured out where the weak spot was and tried and try again.
Yeah, it's taking the piss. Maybe things get damaged, like with the strain. I don't know. Look how red this is. It's just waiting for it. Come on! Champion! Champion! That only took 4 hours.
As you can see, after that long playing around and all the iterations, it's a really good feeling when you actually make it work. There's a couple more missions. I'll do a part 3, and then if this is early access, and I think that's it then. And then if they release more, I'll do a part 4 maybe. So thanks very much for watching. If you watched this long, it's been a long video, and I'll look forward to seeing you the next time. Bye bye.